Today we're gonna make our first piece with our fancy machine we bought for our Jeep. Let me show you what I have mocked up. First piece we're gonna try and make is this transition piece, I guess you'd call it. It's where the floor sits at the back. Actually, I'll show you right here. So it sits right here along this edge and ties kind of everything together in the center. Floor sits on it. It's kind of the backbone of it. I have my piece mocked up over here ready to go. It's not quite long enough. I didn't want to get a bigger bender than this just because you got to store it too, right? So on the ends, I'm going to have a little bit of fixing to do. But let's try this thing and see what happens. Well, it'll do it. All right, first bend. Like I say, this thing is not long enough, and I figured out that I had to, wherever it stops at, I had to slit it so it would make this other bend. But yeah, that turned out pretty good, I think. I got to bend this back and I'll have to weld that up, but hell, not a big deal. I needed to make another bend on the side of this. Actually, it's the other end. And if I bend it up this way, this little one we just bent's in the way. So you get the finger brake part out. These have little slots in them here so that one of the flange we just bent will pass through it. So let's make this bend, see how that goes. Ta-da! So far so good. That turned out pretty good there. I did have to, this thing's so long that it kind of bent it when it flipped up because I had that cut that I made right here. So note to future self, weld up your cut before you bend next time. All right, now I got to get my inner dimensions. I believe it is 59 inches, but I'll measure that. We'll come across this way and get the other side bent. I gotta admit, this is kind of fun when you got something that does the job like that. Kind of cool. All right, so my width is good. My bottom bend down here is good. Now I just got to bend this top. I am going to have a little issue with that. I don't know what to do there quite yet. A lot of guys use a hammer form. I really don't want to do that. I'm going to see if I can just kind of hammer and dolly it to where it needs to be. Either way, it's going to be stretched through here and shrunk right here. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and bend it, you know, get where my bend needs to be, and then kind of figure out this little deal. See what I got to do there. All right, so we got our piece all bent up. I need to make this shape here so it will match that one. So what I did is I built a little mini hammer form, and I've started beating on that thing to get it to form into place. This stuff is so thick that it's going to take a minute. So far I got about that much deflection. So far my first attempt at hammer forming is just so-so. So it's working. You can see where it's starting to make a tuck here. And then this would have to be shrunk. Basically, you just keep beating on this thing until it takes that shape. And it'll shrink and stretch the metal. Problem I've got is it's not kinda. You can see how far it's already stretched here, because this was right together. And it's got another inch to go before that lays over. So all it's going to do is just split this clear up to here. And I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is take and cut this, and then I'll just take and put a strip of metal in here and weld it in. It'll look better. This does work. I just think this metal's a little too thick to do it with. That or I didn't start it right. I think part of the problem is I bent this over first, which created kind of it was fighting itself a little bit. But even so, now that it's moving in the right direction, as you can see, get my hand out of the way, it's just, the metal's so thick that it's just and so stiff that it's just splitting it right there, over here too. So let's change direction, do something different. There's the finished product, comparing the two. I left it a little long on this edge here, but overall it looks pretty good. And here's the other side. Turned out pretty good, I think. I'm not going to grind these down just yet. I think I'll wait till I get it on the Jeep. For my first attempt at building a piece like that, I think that turned out all right. Like I say, once I get it on the Jeep, I might take and do one of these here to match it up. They don't leave a lot for the floor welding over here. I do need to transfer or put some nuts on this one. I'm thinking about taking these little captured nuts off and putting them on here, or I'll just measure where they're at and just weld a nut to it, one or the other. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I think that turned out pretty good. Let's put it on the Jeep and see what it looks like. I'm checking how the old one fits. This has to come over just a hair, but it looks like there was a pretty good gap right there before, so we'll match that up so it's in the same spot. I'm going to go ahead and mark the sides, make sure it's in the right area, then we'll put the new one in. Took a minute to build it, but here's our new piece in the Jeep. I think it turned out all right. What do you guys think? I never throw anything away till I'm done with it as far as old pieces. There's some nuts that are on there that need to be transferred over or something. I'll keep that till later. Anyway, I think that turned out pretty good. That metal's super thick, but I am loving that thing. Super neat. That's close to where it needs to be. This little flange over here is a little wide. That one over there is perfect. So I'll have to grind a little bit off of that to get it to move back a tad. But yeah, I think it looks good. Well, I think what I'll do from here is I will take and cut this out like I did on the other side. You can see that over there. Get them to match up. Then I'll take and put that 1-inch bar, even if it's temporary, just to get everything where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And then we'll go from there.